Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. Um, you know, uh, we're going over the radar online. It's summertime, so I'm gonna be taking frequent breaks, but I do appreciate everybody for their patience. I'm pretty sure there's been other news that's been coming out. It's been real crazy in these streets. You hear what I'm saying to you? But this story is about Russell Simmons, and this is an exclusive. It says Russell Simmons was ordered to pay ex-wife Kimora Lee $100K a month, months before daughter's accusations of verbal abuse and erratic behavior. Okay, the article is by Ryan Naumann, and it says Russell Simmons suffered a huge loss in court in a disgraced former music exec's battle with his ex-wife Kimora Lee. Only months before his daughters came forward to accuse him of verbal abuse and trying to force them to take sides in their parents' fight, Radar Online has learned. Over the weekend, Kimora Lee and her daughters, Aoki Lee Simmons, spoke out against Russell on Instagram. The duo accused Russell of becoming erratic and berating his family members. Child. Aoki shared a video of Russell appearing to scream at her during a FaceTime call. She wrote, "He's been awful to me for years." Man, you just never know, okay? Kimora pleaded with her ex-husband, "Please don't attack my children. They've been through so much. Please don't attack my family, which is supposed to be your family too." During the Instagram live, Kimora said Russell seemed to be at rock bottom and alluded to him needing money. Aoki explained her father has become upset. She would not take a side in Russell's lawsuit against Kimora and her current husband, Tim Lesnar. Now, if you don't know who Tim Lesnar is, Tim Lesnar was brought up on federal charges for, I believe, embezzlement, if I'm not mistaken, or some type of money laundering. I did do a video on that, and I will link that in the description as well, or it will come across your screen. All right. As RadarOnline.com first reported, Russell sued his ex-wife and her investment banker spouse, accusing them of stealing 4 million shares he owed in the energy drink Celsius without his permission. He claimed the duo used the funds to pay for legal fees associated with Tim's federal fraud case. Kimora's husband eventually pleaded guilty in 2018 and was ordered to pay back $43.7 million as part of his sentence. In his lawsuit, Russell's lawyer wrote, knowing full well that Tim would need tens of millions of dollars to avoid jail time, stay out on bail, and forfeit monies for victims' compensation, Tim and Kimora engaged in blatant fraud to achieve the nefarious and unlawful goal. In response, Kimora denied all allegations of fraud. Okay? Her lawyer said at the time Tim and Kimora used the Celsius shares for purposes of the bond in connection with the federal case. Kimora understands and believes that Tim and Kimora was authorized to use the shares for the bond. In November of 2022, Kimora was awarded $100K in legal fees as part of the ongoing case after defeating a breach of contract claim. The case is ongoing. Russell and Kimora were married in 1998 till 2009. And that is the end of the article right there. Apparently, things have definitely gone south. I remember at one time they had one of the best, quote unquote, co parenting relationships, to my knowledge. But apparently behind the scenes it was very different. Um, as I always say as a disclaimer, please say what I say, as take it with a grain of salt. To my knowledge, they had a very good working relationship and co-parenting relationship. It's just kind of disheartening to see that it has gotten to this point. Yes, she did get remarried, and her husband, was convicted of fraud and things like that. As to the ins and outs of, was she legally in her right to take shares, I do know that they did work together with that. She did have shares well, I'm not sure, allegedly, but who knows, it's still ongoing. So as that develops, I will definitely let you guys know. But I mean, Russell Simmons, you know he put this, love and light, and peace and harmony and meditation and things like that. But then it was a series of events where some accusations came out, allegedly him not being such a love and light person. So I don't know if that case itself is still ongoing. I'm not sure if he's in the United States or he's still in, what was that, somewhere overseas. Who knows? But if that comes available, I definitely will do a video on that as well. But yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen the video, I'm pretty sure that a lot of other bloggers have already reported on this, and they have already showed the video or whatever the case was. So yeah, it's a lot of anger. It's a lot of anger there. It's a lot of you know, I don't know. I just hate to see when family squabbles and things like that, especially a family that was seen in the public eye as, very good and stable and very good at co-parenting and whatever the case was. But appearances can be deceiving, and you can never judge a book by its cover, obviously. This is a great example of it. But let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments section and chop it up with me. I love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. As always, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one watching my videos. It means the world. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next video.